Hello there. Welcome back. Hello if you're new. Today, you get an early preview of Battlefield 6. So, a big thank you to EA for inviting me to play it. I've had access to the single player, multiplayer, and portal, so I'll be covering everything in this video. And I'll try and cover pretty much everything you want to know and show you what you can expect. I'll go over the good, the bad, and the ugly. Before we begin, consider it a subscribe. I was supposed to get access to the portal as well, but due to issues, it wasn't available during my time, but it will be available, said to be available on launch. That being said, I did try and use it and it didn't work, so we'll just have to see tomorrow. RIP the servers. So, in this video, I'll talk about my thoughts and opinions on the single player portion as well as the multiplayer portion. We'll begin with the multiplayer portion because I'm sure that's what you're mostly interested in. All the weapons and unlocks will take some time. Most of them require just simply leveling up. Others will require challenges, which you'll probably do over time without even noticing. Some of them a bit more awkward and may need a bit more focusing too. But other than that, I think it's a good mix of leveling up to unlock, as well as some challenges in there. There's plenty of variety within the weapons, plenty of customization within the weapons, on each weapon. Skins for weapons can be unlocked by mastering the gun to the max, and it will unlock a skin for all weapons. So, in order to get all of the skins, you need to level them all up, which will take a lot of time. So don't worry about completing it way too quick. In terms of cosmetics, you had charms, stickers, and of course camouflages, skins for your guns. Tanks and vehicles could have stickers and a skin, or a camouflage. The soldiers could have different outfits for different teams, and then had customization within, so you change the look up a bit, like Mustard Man over here. In terms of gameplay, I think it's the best Battlefield to date, by far. All the guns feel unique in some way. The vehicles were powerful, but again, at the same time, very weak sometimes. There have been improvements to jets, so I actually did play and get a handle of some jets. You could do like Cobra maneuvers, like you see in Top Gun Maverick and whatnot. They were pretty cool to try. The vehicle options are a bit lacking. It would be nice to see the little bird. But of course, these are the vehicles available now. There'll probably be more in the future. Of course, you get two variants. You get the Pax Armada version and the NATO version. They're the exact same, just visually different. Visuals are amazing. There's even more options. There's overkill, which I think is overkill. You don't have to download all the HD textures. You can just uninstall those if you want to save a bit of space. Performance was surprisingly good. I'm running pretty much minimum, just above minimum, and it ran perfectly fine. During these sessions, there were bots that did fill up the servers to fill them out a bit. That will be the same across when it's live. So if you're in a region where player counts are low, which I highly doubt near release, servers will fill up with bots, which is fun, which is pretty good. They're not amazing by any means, but they will come and revive you, which is a little plus, I guess. There have been many improvements since previous playtests and obviously the open beta, but this is still an early access build, which does not include the day one patch, which is going to come out on day one. So what you're seeing here, a lot of things will change and be fixed. Not like I had any issues anyway. Of course, I'll show you the Tombstone pre-order bonus stuff and the Phantom Edition bonus stuff here. Whether it's worth you pre-ordering it or getting the Phantom Edition, you can decide for yourself. There are currently 9 maps on launch. All of them have been quite enjoyable. There's a lot of infantry focused maps, so they do kind of feel the same in some regards, or similar, very lane-focused maps. And there are a few bigger ones, like Firestorm, Barak Valley, etc. I think I might get a bit fatigued quite quickly. There isn't too many maps, but not to say they're bad. There just needs to be a few more. But good news is, there's already been a roadmap showing some new content pretty soon after launch. Now, it will focus on the game modes. Conquest played perfectly fine. Breakthrough had the most issues in terms of balancing, and I think that is... I don't think it's ready, Breakthrough is not ready, I don't think. Especially Manhattan Bridge. Awfully balanced. Defenders can go on top of a rooftop and spot a third of the team and see directly into their spawn and can just snipe it. Where the attackers are in a tough spot and it's very difficult for them to just move. Breakthrough, in the best way I can put it, was you either steamroll or you hit a brick wall and you can't push past it. Which is a shame because I like Breakthrough. Breakthrough is one of my favorite modes. Now, Escalation. To be honest with you, I thought I might enjoy it a bit more. Now I've had more time to play it. But to be completely honest, I still don't like it. It's just Conquest that gets smaller and you get more vehicles. That being said, I do understand it a bit more better now. It's Conquest, but you have to hold the majority of the capture points and then your bar will slowly fill up. Once it's filled up, you lose one of your objectives and the bars reset. First to 3 wins. While this happens, you lose objectives, so it gets smaller and smaller, and then you get more vehicles as well. The thing is with the Escalation is it's not the most easiest mode to understand straight away, so for most people they won't play it to its fullest and understand the mode, and will just play it like it's Conquest, which essentially it is, but I think it will go overlooked, and the masses will just play Conquest anyway. He also did Team Deathmatch and Squad Team Deathmatches, and like Domination, and varieties of those sort of modes. To be honest, they just kind of play like a Call of Duty. They're okay though. Oh yeah, before we finish for the multiplayer stuff, I thought I'd mention some streamer and content creator focus settings, which I thought was pretty cool. You got anonymous mode, so it hides your tag from everyone, and streamer mode, which hides everyone else's IDs from you. It's not quite perfect, you can still easily find out whoever they are, but it's a good start and some good settings if you're a content creator or a streamer. Okay, now moving on to the single player side of things. It's okay. It's not anything amazing. I'm going to avoid spoilers in this entirely, but it's okay. It definitely needed more time to cook. I did experience some bugs that just stopped any progression, so I just had to restart a checkpoint, which is a tad bit annoying. The characters aren't fleshed out enough for you to care. They may be in a mission or 2 at best, and then never mentioned again. You of course got the main crew, but again, most of them don't get the screen time or backstory they need for you to care about them. There is an attempt at some kind of story there, but I don't think it comes across well. I'm going to use this as an example, but one guy gets shot in his armor plate by a sniper. Later on, towards the end, he just starts opening fire on a sniper that you killed moments ago, and it's goofy and it's very misplaced, which most of you probably forgot about. Why he might potentially have some kind of PTSD towards snipers of some kind. A lot of moments within the campaign are very cinematic and very nice looking. It's entertaining throughout with plenty of variety between the missions. A lot are very linear, and then some of the missions do open up, so you have freedom to choose where and how you take on objectives. But at the same time, there are some missions or some moments that just feel like you've seen this one before. It just feels like a copy of Call of Duty sometimes, and to be completely honest, Call of Duty still did it better a decade ago. Is it worth playing? Yes. You probably play it once or twice for the collectibles or challenges, which there are in the game. Some of them are a bit annoying, like the sidearm only one, which will offer and provide you with cosmetic items of some kind, which can be used in the multiplayer. I'll have a guide out tomorrow, including all of that. It's a bit underwhelming, but if you've ever played a Battlefield campaign of any Battlefield campaign, you kind of know what to expect, and this one doesn't. This one delivers it. It definitely could have been much better. Without going into spoilers again, but the antagonist gets briefly mentioned a few times, and you're kind of left to just piece it together, but still it goes very unexplained. And like his motive at the end, his motive just seems extremely childish. It's almost like, you know how I got these scars? Joker moment. So the strongest point wasn't its storytelling. It was definitely in the cinematics and gameplay. It lacked polish and it didn't cook long enough. Also, you had the will to direct your squad mates. To be honest with you, I didn't find much use and it didn't really make any kind of impact. The only one that I found useful was the scout, which marked all the enemies. Destroy, smoke, and grenade, I think. It weren't very useful. Didn't really make an impact. And that brings me on to the other issue, is the AI. The AI is not great. That does ruin the immersion quite a bit, especially when AI is very dumbly going into set places or very basic AI pathing. It's like AI pathing from 2 decades ago. They seem to have no sign of kind of intelligence, which does kill the immersion quite a bit. Okay, last but not least, Portal and the Battle Royale Firestorm. As I mentioned previously, I should have had access, but server issues, so didn't get a hands-on, so it's hard to say anything about that. You'll just have to see on launch. As for the Battle Royale and Firestorm, I have no idea. Nothing has been officially said. It was only mentioned in a blog post a month before release that it started playtesting. It's a bit disappointing to not have anything officially said, like it's not releasing on release day or a time or date it's releasing. So it doesn't sound ready yet and ready for a little while. Some of you may not be bothered about these, like the single player Battle Royale, but I think you should be, as it's a AAA company. You should stick to higher standards. Alright, let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Until next time, see ya.